Good morning, my chosen furries and family. It's Saturday, and I was planning on sleeping in, but I guess the Lord had other plans for me, so here I am, up, wide awake. Yes, I'm whispering because other people are asleep in the house, so I don't want to disturb them, so I hope you guys can hear me. So, I don't know why it's just been heavy on my mind, where you ever wonder, why are you here? Because I know that has been a question that I've asked myself up until 3 years ago, which is when I found out I was here. You know, it's so easy for us to wonder why we're born in the families that we're born in, why our moms don't stick around, why our dads don't stick around. And one day I was watching a clip of Pastor Keon, and what he said, it made so much sense. He basically said that the jobs of our parents was just to bring us into this world, not necessarily be the parents that they should have been to us, and not raise us together, but they got together just for the sole purpose of having us. And when I thought about that, when I really let that sit with me, it was like, it made so much sense, and it made me stop really questioning as to why. You know, because what kid doesn't think about that? What kid doesn't say to themselves, hey, why didn't my parents stay together? Why didn't my parents raise me in a two-parent household? I don't think there's one kid in the world who has never spoke those words, who has never wanted to have the Huxtable life. Mom and dad, you know, just everything going right. But that's not facts. Not facts at all. A lot of us, unfortunately, was born in toxicity. A lot of us, chaos. You know, when it comes to parenting, it doesn't come with a blueprint. It doesn't come with a manual. Well, let me take that back. It does. The Bible, which is something I found out 3 years ago. Had I had that Bible, I would have raised my children better. But I thank the God that I did instill things in them. So they're some good girls. I cannot complain. They're good girls. But it is my job that since I know better, that I have to do better so that I can show them things that I didn't show them back then. Anyway, just to get back to the topic of why are you here? You wonder, like, well, what did you bring me in this world for? Some people, unfortunately, it's like they just have a smooth sailing life. They don't have, it seems like they hardly have any worries, no problems. It's just, everything just goes great for them. And then you have other people where it just seems like they just keep getting hit time after time after time after time after time. And it's like, why? We will never understand why. The first thing that I learned about understanding God is understanding that you will never understand Him. His ways are not our ways, and our thoughts are not our thoughts. We just have to know that He has a purpose and a plan for each and every one of us. And He has a purpose and plan for everything. He does nothing by chance. He does nothing by accident. Everything is for a reason. We may not always understand that reason, but it is for a reason. But anyway, why are we here? You know, for the longest, I didn't understand it. I wondered why I went through the things that I had gone through. And then it makes sense to me. I didn't just go through those things just to go through them. I went through those things to help somebody else. I noticed that the people in my circle, the people that I would just be around, we all was ultimately dealing with the same thing, even if it was different situations. We all was dealing with the same thing. And so it clicked to me, that is my purpose. We all have a purpose for our lives. We're not just here just to be chilling, just to be walking around aimlessly, lost, confused, trying to figure it out. We're not just here to be living a life of just as always sorrow and unhappiness. No, that is not what God intended for us whatsoever. The only way though to know what your purpose is to get with the one who made you. That's just like if you want to figure out your phone, what are you going to do? You're going to go through that manual where it outlines everything about your phone, from turning it on to the different apps to the systems, all of that. The same goes with, you want to know about you? You want to know why you're here? You want to know why, like, who you are? You want to know, you want to know things about yourself? Then you need to go to the manufacturer. You need to go to your Heavenly Father. You need to go to the one who made you. He knows everything about you. If we're having a problem with our phones, we look in that manual that they gave us. If we're having a problem with our car, we go to that dealership. We go back to the place where we got that car so that they could figure it out, because they're the ones who sold it to us. They're the ones who made that. It only makes sense to go back to the one who made us to find what it is, why you're here. Did you know that we was predestined to be here? A lot of us may say, now, granted, some of our parents may not have meant to have us. It might have been an accident. Hey, who knows? We all have had them wild and crazy times where it's like, was this really meant to happen? Was this really supposed to happen? Yeah. I could tell you a story like that about my oldest. Was I planning her? No. But I'm grateful for her. I may not have planned her, but God did. And that's the same with us. Even when our parents didn't plan us, God did. He already had our lives written out for us before we came into this world, before He even formed us. He had our life planned out. Isn't that a trip? It's like when you figure that out, when you find that out, you look at your life with a whole different perspective to realize I'm not a mistake. I was not born for no reason. You just start looking at life like, okay, I got to figure this out. And that's what I've been trying to do. Figure this out. And I know I'm going to be figuring out for the rest of my life, because I know my life goes further than I can ever think, imagine, all of that. Same goes for you. We are not here by accident. We all have a purpose. Get with the one who made you to find out what that purpose is. I love y'all. Now have a good rest of y'all Saturday.